if you're thinking about the cost of war and the complexity of the machines that fought the Second World War, it's the big bombers, it's the big aircraft that are the premier weapons. And the Americans have been preparing for that for quite some time.
Like the U-boat war, strategic bombing was also a form of economic warfare.
In Europe, the entire Allied strategy was premised on bombing and destroying the economy of Germany. And that was successful in combination with the advance of the Allies in the West and the Soviets in the East. And in 1943-44, the destruction of the German transport network, the rail network, German factories, German capacity to fuel its economy was fundamental to the victory.
Air warfare demands ever more resources and materials. Ultimately, Germany just can't keep up. The USA, UK, and USSR can each outproduce them. Bombing raids exact a terrible human price. In February 1945, the Allies launch a controversial firebombing raid on the city of Dresden, Germany. More than 25,000 civilians are killed after the British and Americans drop around 4,000 tons of explosive and incendiary bombs on the city centre. Nearly as many Germans are killed in one night in Dresden as Londoners in the entire 9 months of the Blitz over London.
Bombing of Dresden is really seen as one of these, it's an overreach of the British, that the British didn't have to do this, that it was something that was more of a punishment and punitive as opposed to practical military purposes.
A few weeks later, on the night of March the 9th, 1945, the US Air Force launches a bombing raid on Tokyo, codenamed Operation Meeting House, the most devastating raid in history. Over a 2-hour period, 279 B-29 bombers dropped 1,665 tons of incendiary bombs onto Tokyo. At least 100,000 civilians are killed by the firestorm that follows.
The firebombings of Tokyo were intended to take out all of those industries that were decentralized, all of the different war-making materials that were done outside of the central factories.